The retreat that I went on in 2010, praying through films, was absolutely amazing. I'd chosen it simply because I wanted a good rest, watch a film each day. I didn't particularly want or expect any great healing or God to do very much at all. But God had other ideas. Each day we had a different film that we all watched together, and then a short discussion. And the rest of the time was free to use as we wished. Each film brought up a different aspect of life and faith. And the poem that I've entitled Somewhere Beyond the Fence is a summary of the retreat, based very much on the film The Water Horse, where the boy and the horse jump over a fence and escape. And as a background, you've got the painting there that I did whilst on retreat. I'd had a dream where I was stuck in the mud in a field and couldn't get out. Somewhere beyond your sense of right and wrong, there is a bright field. Come and join me there. This was God's invitation to me, and I accepted, but how was I to get there? Fenced off and no gate. I gazed across the field, but got stuck in the mud, up to my neck, drowning. I'd gone on the retreat to rest, to regain strength. I was going to go with the flow, too tired to pray, too drained to think, not realising I was on the brink of a roller coaster ride through rapids. Through films, dreams and new friends, I faced the dragon of fear. Alone, only I could slay it. But before I could draw my sword, the battle plan half formed changed. Instead of slaying fear, I would tame it. So riding my new friend, flying through the air, above mud and mire, through laughter and tears, till finally over the fence I came to rest in that bright field, at peace, quiet and still. Still enough to know I'm loved by God, by friends, by me. Well, the film Julie and Julia gave me the inspiration and courage to really go ahead and publish my book. I'd already started the work on it the previous year, but I was unsure. And I'm glad I did carry on work. It took another 12 years before it was finally published, though. But the book is the result of many more quiet days and retreats over the years. In them, I discovered the courage to face my fears, to allow God to heal. And I kept a journal, and a couple of years ago, as I said, that book was published. Are we there yet? And in it I explain how God brought healing and wholeness, forgiveness and acceptance of myself. I recovered from depression thanks to medication, counselling and giving space for God to work in me. Do you know, retreats are a great time to relax and rest. And over the years I've also learned that God sometimes catches us unawares when we don't expect it. Retreats give space for God to get a word in edgeways in a way that isn't possible when we're busy with day-to-day living. But God never gate crashes. He waits to be invited in. And sometimes it takes a long time for us to be brave enough to open the door to him. Retreats give that space, a secure place where we're held in prayer to invite him in. A PDF of the poems and the prayers that I wrote over the years and the artwork I did are available to look at on my website, but my book gives the background story. When a leading psychoanalyst reviewed it, what she said was so positive that it really gave me the courage to go ahead and publish. Her words are the basis of the blurb on the back cover, and this is what is written. Elizabeth tells of her journey of spiritual growth from unbelief to firm assurance, with periods of doubt and uncertainty, in a beautiful way that many will recognise. Her story is told in a unique way, using her journal entries over 30 years. Going deeper into God's presence, she received healing for depression via a call to ordination, various stages of ministry, plus working through the bereavement of divorce. As you enter Elizabeth's world, you will become totally absorbed. She has the courage and the sheer talent to make explicit what most people can only begin to speak of or imagine. It is both a unique personal insight into depression and the struggle for recovery, and has a universality. It speaks to everyone who has experienced such a struggle and to those who seek to help. It has been highly praised and recommended for patients and carers as exceptional bibliotherapy. I couldn't have written that myself, about myself and my writing, so I'm really grateful to that person. And my book is published by Olympia Publishers, also available on Amazon. And if you want to read my poems and see my pictures, then go to my website where you can download the PDF. And I pray that wherever you are on your journey of faith, that you will have the courage to make space and invite God in to do what He knows is best for you. He certainly has for me.